What's up, bookworms? This is Dani Reads, and welcome back to another Strike Back video. So today we're going to be talking about the classics that I want to read. If you have been on my channel for a while, you would know that I cannot stand classics. They're not fun for me. So pretty much what these classics, my goal is to listen to them on audiobook, because I do find that listening to classics on audiobook does make it a lot easier for me, and sometimes maybe I'll like one, I'm not sure. So I have a couple here in this stack, so let's just talk about those. So I'm just gonna warn everyone, I don't know much about any of these, so I'm really not gonna talk much about these. If you see a classic that is in this list that you really want me to read and put at the top of my list, let me know down below, because I need to know where to start with these. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell. Heather has read this and really loved it, so I want to do it, but it's scary. So not only is it a classic, so it's scary, it is super huge. Why are there so many words? I honestly don't know what this is about. From the picture, I think it's like country, it's like based in the country. I think I read that it was in Georgia. Yeah, the Bluff Red Hills of Georgia. That's all I know. Most classics I really don't want to know anything going into them. But maybe if I read the synopsis, it would make it easier to understand them. There's an idea, but that's all I know, and that's all I really care to know before going into it. So this next book I was technically supposed to read in high school, and I didn't. I faked it until I faked it until I kind of made it, so why are we talking about how horrible I was in high school? Anyways, it is The Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck. I really and truly loved Mice of Men because I did read it outside of school and it wasn't a requirement. I read it all on my own. So I'm thinking if I go into this book now separately without it being a required reading, I might like it a little bit more. I know this book is about a family who is traveling across the country to California to kind of just like make up a new life for themselves and to have the potential to prosper. And I know that they go through a lot of trials, tribulations whilst on the journey, because I do remember bits and pieces from high school, but not enough to say that I've read this book. So I will definitely be getting into this at some point, but yeah, I'm interested to see how I feel about it now that I'm out of high school and it's not required reading. This next book was not required to be read in high school, but I know a lot of people did for high school, and that is 1984 by George Orwell. I love Animal Farm by George Orwell, and the concept of this book actually just seems really interesting to me. It is pretty much the government being Big Brother, watching your every move kind of thing, and you never know. I mean, our society could go that direction. Scary enough. It's probably already there, and we just, yeah. So anyways, so hi government. But yeah, I'm really intrigued to read this. Like I said, I loved George Orwell's Animal Farm, and I'm just really curious to see what this is all about. This next book I want to read because I love the movie, and that is The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. Why did I hesitate? I knew that. Anyways, I love the movie The Secret Garden, so I just thought I would finally pick up the book. I've owned this book for probably four or 5 years, and yeah, I think it's just time because I thought the movie was really great. Who knows, this might be totally not even like the movie, but I have it, I'm gonna read it. And last but not least, I feel like this is the one classic that everybody and their mother has read but me. And that is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Never read it, don't even know what it's about. I know that there's a guy named Mr. Darcy, that's all I know. So yeah, I kind of just want to go into this blind, only because I just don't want to have any sort of expectation whatsoever, and I want to get my true, genuine opinion about this book. It's just another one that I'm probably gonna have to listen to on audiobook, but I'm intrigued since so many people seem to like this book a lot. So I'm ready for it. All right, those are all the classics that I will read eventually. Classics just don't get me excited, but I do want to set a goal to read more classics. So I'll eventually read those. Maybe. I'm just not a classics fan, but I'm going to try. Those are the books I want to try with because there is some quality about them or about the story that makes me intrigued. So I will try with those. Anyways, let me know what your favorite classics are down in the description down in the comments, and maybe I will pick one of those as something to try as well. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you tomorrow for another video. Keep reading, keep smiling. Bye guys.